right, so we never talked about Nicki Minaj's tweet. Is that... So she totally just, like, blew up her cousin's spot who was trying to get out of his marriage because he got an STD,
well,
right?
Actually, her cousin is an even bigger loser in all this than we thought because it wasn't even her cousin that had the big balls. It was her cousin's friend that she heard it from. But now everybody's like, oh, her cousin's phone is ringing off the hook being like, hey, sorry about your testicles. And he's like, no, she was talking about a friend of mine.
Because I saw it and immediately I was like, well, that sucks for that guy because he clearly was cheating on his fiance, got an STD, and then told everyone that the vaccine made his balls like a watermelon.
Which is actually a genius thing to do.
Right, exactly.
Like,
no, people believe that shit.
If I'm a girl, I would be like, yeah, I got pregnant after I took the vaccine. It was a weird thing.
Yes. What do you want me to do? I got the vaccine and I made a bunch of bad bets.
Yeah.
Like, can I get that back?
But I do love, we're starting to see a little bit of this week, and I knew it was going to happen after week 1, and it was Florio that started in on it, ranking teams and saying the teams that are less vaccinated are already doing worse than teams that are more vaccinated. Something to keep an eye on from our good friend Mike.
Way to go, Mike. Okay, should we get to our interview? What do you get, Billy?
This is a tweet.
You have a look sometimes where it looks like you want to say something. Do you want to say something?
No, I'm fine.
My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision.
That 100% is STD. Wedding got called off, but we don't want to tell everyone.
Well, the literal country, like the spokesperson for Trinidad and Tobago, had a news conference and was like, we've done research of every hospital in the entire Trinidad and Tobago, and there's no cases of, like, swollen testicles.
And the best was, too, Nicki Minaj. I think whenever someone, like, very famous comes out anti-vax, someone will reach out from the CDC being like, hey, we'd love to have a conversation. And she just took that as I got invited to the White House.
In a way, she started picking out her outfit. She's like, I'm going to show up there in all pink like Reese Witherspoon and Legally Blonde. And they're like, hey, we wanted to have somebody live chat with you. From
literally,
CDC.
it's just vaccine support.
Yeah.
We just wanted you to log on and talk to someone.
It's also like, if you're going to lie, being like my cousin's friend is, pretty much foolproof way to say something.
I believe...
my cousin's friend did this.
Yeah, I believe Nicki Minaj... She's telling the truth as far as she knows. It's the guy who's lying, and that's the problem. He got a spot blown.
I'm not a woman. I don't know how these things work. But hypothetically, if your fiance got giant balls, wouldn't you be like, I made a great decision choosing to marry the guy with the biggest balls in Trinidad?
Do you think that if you get the vaccine and your balls get larger, do you start, like, going for it on 4th down?
Good question.
Like start just like maybe sprinting across the street, a busy street, being like, I'm good, I got big balls.
I actually think this might be a psyop. This might be a story planted by Joe Biden himself to make people want to get the vaccine because knowing guys as I do, if you hear that there's medicine out there that makes your balls huge, there's going to be some dudes that are going to be like, you know what? I could use a little bit of inflation.
Problem is, if your dick doesn't get big as well, like, I just piss on my balls.
Would you rather have a small dick, like really small, and small balls, or a small dick and giant balls?
First.
I think you got it.
No. If you had big balls next to a small dick, your dick looks even smaller.
Yeah, but still,
proportion.
I would rather have one big one of the two.
I don't think so. I think you got big ass balls and a little tiny dick. Everyone's like, whoa, that's a really small dick.
Sound off in the comments.
It's like looking. It's like seeing someone. It's like standing on top of a building and seeing a little person. Like, ooh, they look like ants. Your dick would look like an ant.
Throwing a tic tac down a hallway.
Yeah, standing next to a big. When you go to California, stand next to the big redwoods, and you look so small. If your balls are a redwood and your dick is you're looking even tinier.
I still feel like you gotta take one. You gotta take one if you have the option.
All right. That was good talk. Good. We glad we sussed that out. Let's get to our interviews. We got Daniel Ricciardo.